This is an industry that's just now managing to come out of quite the lull over the past few years. How damaging could a potential trade war be?
Yeah, good morning, Hadi. So if you look at shipping, I think protectionism and shipping, they just don't go hand in hand. We've seen over the last 18-24 months, global trade has been one of the strongest drivers of economic growth. And protectionism could undermine the global trade, and that has negative repercussions across shipping segments. I think container shipping probably will be felt the negative effects pretty early, but if it spreads, I think what we are concerned about is the broad basket of goods, the Chinese goods, if they come under tariffs, that would impact across, that would have a negative impact across supply chains. That affects dry bulk, that affects Chinese exports and leads to a lower demand for the Chinese imports as well. So overall, this has stronger ripple effects across the global supply chains.
This is just it, Rahul, isn't it? The supply chains would be very much in danger here of a collapse because they are now more than ever globally intertwined.
Exactly. If we go back 10 years, I think 2008-9, when we saw the financial crisis, we saw a very negative impact on the shipping markets. Now, 10 years later, we are even more interlinked, as in we talk about ASEAN, we talk about North Asia. So these supply chains, if we see a negative impact on one part, that's felt across, as in we heard about earlier about the EU tit for tats as well, we heard about China as well. So all this will be very, very negative for the shipping demand. And we're just coming out of a very bad depression in shipping. This is the last thing shipping needs, at protectionism gaining steam. And what this does basically is it lowers the longer-term demand curve for global shipping demand. I think that's clearly negative for shipping.